Hello and welcome to the running channel and the next episode in our Running With series. So I'm off to go and meet TV and radio presenter Jenni Falconer. Now Jenni's big into her running. She's got a secret project coming up actually. It's all about running too, so I'm going to ask her all about that. She's run the London Marathon heaps of times, so I'm going to get lots of tips from her about that too. Hopefully that'll help any of you guys who are running the London Marathon. And it's a bit of a cloudy day today, so I'm hoping that the rain holds off. Anyway, if you want to see us run with someone next, please leave us a comment below and let us know who. And don't forget to subscribe to the running channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified when we upload new videos like this one. Anyway, I'm off to go meet Jenni. Well, welcome to another episode of Running With. And I'm joined today by Jenni Falconer. Jenni, thank you for joining us on a bit of a blustery and wet day today.
I know, why didn't we choose? You know, the other week, a few weeks ago when it was sunny.
Yeah.
We should have done it then.
I know. It really is a bit miserable today, but as runners,
Yeah,
we just get out and get it done, don't we?
we do actually. Although sometimes, do you ever find you procrastinate, you sit inside and you're like, I just put it off.
Yeah.
And then eventually you go, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
And you always feel better afterwards.
Exactly. So, Jenni, tell us a bit about what you do for anyone who doesn't know.
Okay, so I am a television presenter and radio presenter.
Yeah.
And I'm on Heart, where we met.
Yes.
And I used to read the news.
I used to read your news
On my show. So I work on Heart Sunday to Friday every morning, and yeah, that's it. And then do a bit of running.
You do a lot of running. How did you get into running? How long have you been running for?
So I started presenting when I was 19,
Wow.
which is quite a while ago. And when I started presenting, I just started eating loads, and drinking loads, because it was a really good social life.
Yeah.
And a few months in, my mum turned around to me and she just went, "You're going to hate me, but you've put on a lot of weight."
Oh.
And she goes, "And you would hate me even more if I didn't tell you."
Yes.
And I mean, I was about size 16. And I just kept getting going, really.
Yeah.
So I was really bucketing. So I just thought, well, I'm away filming all the time. What can I do that will help me do exercise?
Yeah.
And running was great because you don't need to sign up.
Yeah.
It's free. You can do it wherever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah.
So it fitted in with my schedule, which really was crucial.
Yeah.
And when you start running, you just want to be able to get down the road
Yes.
without stopping.
Yeah.
So I had a little route in Glasgow, 5k route, and I one day wanted to do it without stopping.
Yeah.
And then it just progressed. And now I do marathons.
You do. So what was your first race that you did? Can you remember?
Yeah, it was a Nike Night London
Oh yes.
North-South
Yeah.
run. I did that with Ben Shepherd, who's a really good friend of mine. And yeah, that was the first proper race actually.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that long ago, maybe 12 years ago. And the first marathon I did was 10 years ago.
Oh wow. And which one was that?
London Marathon.
London Marathon. You're a regular at London, aren't you?
I actually think I'm quite lazy. And I live in London.
Yeah.
I love London Marathon. It's the best race in the world.
Yeah.
Although I don't know that out of personal experience, because I've only done the London Marathon. And I think because I'm quite lazy, I like going to one that's near the house. So I just jump on the tube, head to the start line,
Yeah.
do the race, tube home.
So besides your TV and radio work, Jenni, you're also working on a very exciting podcast.
I know, well, it's something that you might even listen to.
Wow. Tell us more.
Well, I watch your show and now you can listen to my running podcast.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I've got a podcast coming out called Run Pod.
Yeah.
Took us ages to think of that name. And essentially, it's just about running. Now, you know what it's like when you meet someone who loves running?
Yeah.
You just talk about running, anything to do with running for hours. Well,
That's how we bonded, right?
We used to work together. We just chat about running, and you can be you can be different abilities, you can be different sizes, shapes, backgrounds,
Yep.
whatever. When you meet someone that runs, you chat for hours.
You just get it, don't you?
Do you remember when we went to that running event?
Yes.
There were about 40 people.
Yep.
We all just got hit it off.
Yep.
And I don't even know what half the people did for a living.
No.
It doesn't matter.
No.
You got their name and they're into running.
Yep.
And you can chat. Well, RunPod celebrates that really. So I have a different guest every week
Yep.
who just talks about their passion, why they love it, how they got started.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar to what you do but without pictures.
Super. So that's something that we can plug in on our runs and listen to and get inspired and motivated, right?
Yeah, exactly. So when you're near a computer or on your smartphone, you can watch yours. And when you just want to listen, RunPod's where it is.
Yeah. Amazing. Just slowing down for a little traffic jam on the common. Thank you.
Hiya.
Lovely dog.
Movie or not?
Yeah, no.
I love that we think it's a movie.
I know. We're film stars.
I know, I feel like we definitely look like we're in some kind of Tom Cruise movie, running up and down.
Yeah. Ben Shepherd referred to Tom's setup as the Chariots of Fire. So
Oh yeah, Chariots of Fire here. We do look like we're. I think that we maybe need to work on in movies. Have you noticed? Daniel Craig, Tom Cruise.
Yep.
They don't run like real people because real people run, well, like everyone else. I mean, maybe like us. In those films, they run like this.
Yes. Oh, and the knees come up really high.
Not real.
No.
I don't know
Don't
how
run like
long.
that.
How long could they sustain that for? Really?
And how many takes did it take? Amazing. Well, really looking forward to checking out RunPod
Yeah. No.
when that comes out.
Thank you.
When we have guests on our running with, we do a really sort of short quick fire, one or the other questions, which are really easy. So I'm going to do the quick fire round with you now, Jenny.
Okay, go for it.
So the first question is, do you measure in miles or kilometres?
So I've always done kilometres, everything,
you?
treadmill, everything kilometres.
Yeah.
And then I'm being trained this year for the marathon by this brilliant guy called Lewis Moses.
Yeah.
New Levels Coaching on Instagram. He's so good, and he does everything in miles.
Okay.
So I've had to convert, and it's taken a while.
How are you at maths?
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite good, but not with this, not
No.
with the speedometer. Oh yeah, rubbish.
Do you think that'll help you come marathon day with the mile markers?
Well, I think I've sussed out mile markers and kilometre markers and all. It's just the pace.
Yes.
I'm really rubbish at working out pace. So I prefer to work in like speed.
Right.
And nobody does that.
No. Not from us. This is 4.5 miles an hour.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so yeah, I do. I'm generally kilometres.
Yeah.
But I've had to switch things up.
When you go out for a run, do you measure it in time or distance?
Distance.
Yeah?
Yep.
Always been distance.
Always distance.
Yeah.
And some people say, look, it's about the time on your feet, but I'm so competitive with myself. I want to know how far I've gone
Yes.
in that time. And so I think that's it. I'm not competing with anyone else to that. I go and run on my own, but
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, you could have done that better.
And do you listen to music when you run or not?
So I've always listened to music, unless I'm somewhere incredibly beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I might take it off and enjoy a few minutes, then I'll put my music back on.
Yeah.
Or I might just put really nice, beautiful music on low.
Yeah.
But recently I've started listening to podcasts.
Yes.
And now I'll line up a series of podcasts. So if I know I'm going out for a couple of hours, I might put like 3 45-minute podcasts back to back.
Yes.
And just see where I go.
It's a nice way to pass the time when you do it like that, right?
Takes your mind off. Like if you're marathon training, sometimes the long runs are a bit of a drag.
Yeah.
And actually it really helps with that.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and so completes the quickfire.
Oh, thank you.
So your podcast that we were talking about before, you're saying about how you talk to people about why they run and how it makes them feel.
Yes.
How does running make you feel?
Ah, well, do you know what? I get so much out of running. I think that's why I don't mind running when it's raining. I love it when it's sunny.
Yes.
But for me, it's time out. So it's time to myself.
Yeah.
No phones, no emails, no work interfering. It's quite an important period of my day.
Yeah.
It's almost like some people like meditating, some people like reading,
Yeah.
some people like sleeping. Well, I get quite a short amount of sleep because of my work, because I'm up at 2:30 every day.
2:30.
So this is almost like a little bit of time where I re-energize and just get to think things through.
Yeah.
And if I'm ever stressed, this de-stresses me.
Yes.
It's like I see clearly again.
Yeah.
It's so weird, it's as simple as that. Sometimes I'll be really stressed out and anyone who knows me goes, go for a run. And I come back feeling better.
Yeah. You always feel better after a run,
Always feel
right?
better. Added to that, you know, you get fit, healthy. I love setting myself challenges. So running the marathon, for instance, is a real challenge to me.
Yeah.
And so it's good training. I find it quite social.
Yes.
I love traveling around,
Yeah.
seeing new places. I get so much out of it. I love seeing all people out with dogs, okay? My dog, he's 11 now. He does not want to run with me, but I used to come here and run with him. He used to do 10K with me every Saturday.
Oh.
And sometimes you just hold them, they pull you.
Yeah. Just give you a little bit of extra helping hand.
I know, and then when I had my little girl, Ella, I had a pram that you run with. It's amazing. It's like a mountain bike of prams.
Yeah.
And again, I used to come here with her and the dog, and they both pull me. It was brilliant.
That's amazing. Well, Jenny, you have helped me out massively there, because I think in the radio industry you call this a segue. Because I was going to ask you about being a mum and a busy lady. So you said earlier that you get up at 2:30 in the morning to do heart early breakfast. You still manage to train for running, you still manage to be an amazing mum to Ella, and you're just always busy. Your Instagram is full of you just doing stuff and being out there. How do you fit everything in?
Well, if truth be known, if I didn't schedule my day, I would just, time would get carried away.
Yeah.
I'd sit on the floor and I'd faff, I'd scroll through Instagram.
Yes.
And I'd probably lose half the day. So I have to be a little bit efficient with my time.
Yes.
Because I'll get tired as well.
Yeah.
So I'm up at 2:30 for early breakfast. Apart from a Sunday, I get a lie in 4:30.
Oh, wow.
I know.
I remember those times.
So I finish work at 6, and now that we're going into summer weather, the sun's up early, and I run home straight away. So I get home in time to take Ella to school, which is brilliant.
And you've done your run.
She's so embarrassed. She's
Oh,
like,
is she?
you're so sweaty. You're so sweaty.
She's 7, isn't she,
Yeah.
Ella? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do that. Otherwise, otherwise my husband can take her.
Yeah.
And then I sometimes do other work during the day.
Yeah.
Or I've taken up golf.
Yes.
Because I've got free time and I love being outside. So I've taken up golf, which is good actually, because in terms of running, you need time on your feet.
Yeah.
You do a lot of steps in golf. And then I fall asleep completely out cold by about 8:30 at night.
I was going to ask what time you go to bed to be up at that time, because as runners, you know, doing those harder sessions, sleep is so vitally important to recover.
Well, do you know what as well? I find that as we're getting close to marathon now, and as I'm doing more longer runs, more intense runs, I'm even more shattered.
Yeah.
But being outside and doing the exercise makes me feel really good. So it's weird. There's a toss-up, because on one hand you're absolutely exhausted.
Yes.
But on the other hand you feel fitter, more energized, and absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
When you're awake. So I do love this time of year, just from the way you feel.
Yes.
Because you've got all these endorphins kind of like pumping around your body.
Yeah.
And you feel great. It's just after the marathon, when training slows down,
Yes.
you've got to find something new to focus on.
That's so true. I think that's really key for people who are doing their first marathon, is that the marathon blues are real.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
So true. And you've just got to, everyone wants to sign up immediately.
Yeah.
And you've got to find something else to work towards, even if it's an autumn half marathon.
Yes.
Which is lovely.
Yeah.
And then you can, and also a half marathon after you've done the marathon seems like a breeze. But believe me, when it comes to the day, you're like, 13 miles is quite long.
Still quite far. Yeah.
I think, look, with any working mum, working mum or dad,
Yeah.
it's hard to fit everything in.
Yes.
We all work hard. We all are, you know, our parents that love family time.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we want to be fit and healthy.
Yeah.
And for me, the only way I can do that is if I schedule everything. And if I don't do the run in the morning, it will not get done.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
The good thing about running is though as well, I mean, look at this. There's no one here.
Nope. They've been put off by the rain, Jenni.
But I mean, I feel great out here, do you?
Yeah, I feel brilliant.
What
happy.
what we're doing is free.
Yes.
Apart from make sure you know, you've got good trainers and stuff. But
Of course.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to do this?
Amazing. Jenni, thank you so much for coming on Running With today. It's been so nice to finally get to run with you.
Oh my God, it's been great to run
We've
with
been
you.
promising it for ages, haven't we?
I know. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And yeah, look forward to hearing your run podcast.
Oh yes, make sure you tune in.